ท่านผู้ชมครับอย่างที่ผมได้เกริ่นกับท่านพิธีกรแล้วว่าวันนี้เป็นดับเบิลเฮดเดอร์นะฮะช่วงแรกก็จะเป็นเรื่องพม่านะฮะแล้วก็มีแขกวันนี้ซึ่งเป็นแขกผู้มีเกียรติของเราแล้วก็ท่านได้เข้ามาเป็นที่ปรึกษาของโครงการที่เราไปที่พม่าครั้งนี้ด้วยนะฮะก็เลยผมก็จะสนทนากับท่านขอต้อนรับคุณทันเท Mr. Tan thank you very much for coming to my program
Thank you Professor Today is my pleasure to be present at this occasion
and I was very honored that you have been following my work since last year beginning of this year when Madame Sway came right?
Yes Professor
and subsequently you advised me for the big workshop international workshop but for yourself what is your role in Thailand and what do you do in Myanmar and before you come to Thailand
First of all ladies and gentlemen Thailand and Myanmar is very much the same culture religion social all are the same we have Songkran in Myanmar we have also the water festival Loi Krathong in Thailand also in Myanmar the lighting festival many things are similar and almost the same I feel Thailand as my home as well
and while you were here how many years you lived in Thailand
for the first time when I came to Thailand I spent about 12 years working in tourism industry and then I went back home about 20 years I worked in Myanmar in the travel agency and then I came back last 2 years ago and enjoy working first time in a hotel as a residence manager and then now in an engineering company
and what was your educational background
I started education in Borneo Sarawak in a Catholic missionary school and then I graduated from the Rangoon University of Arts and Science and then
in what subject
in physics and then I studied some foreign languages at the Institute of Foreign Languages German and French
ท่านผู้ชมครับเวลาผมเจอคุณตันผมได้เรียนรู้ว่าคนพม่าเนี่ยเวลาเขาเรียนปริญญาตรีเนี่ยเขาจะเรียนวิชาหลักๆนะฮะเช่น Physics Chemistry Engineering แล้วก็นักเรียนเขาส่วนใหญ่ก็จะชอบวิชาทางด้าน Science ในขณะที่ประเทศไทยของเราก็จะไปทางด้านสื่อสารมวลชนบ้างนะไปทางกฎหมายบ้างอะไรเงี้ยซึ่งก็จะเป็นตัวอย่างที่ดี Now with your background in physics but you know so much about other area like tourism you know a lot about Buddhism also
After my graduation in 1969 I joined the Union of Burma Airways and then I spent about 8 years in the airways especially in the tourism sector and then I was transferred over to the Ministry of Trade another 7 years and then about 12 years in Thailand and then another 20 years in Myanmar and now it's about 2 years so altogether my experience comes up to about 4 decades 40 years
okay the main point of this discussion is to report to Thai people that the government Union government of Myanmar has invited the foundation right
yes
and on the 1st to the 3rd of this month October we were together and I invite Mr. Tan to join us what was your first impression about this seminar
my first impression is that Myanmar has recently opened up and then it needs a lot of assistance from overseas. Especially Thailand is very close, and Thailand can help us a lot. Assistance, technology, know-how, many things.
So you think that the 3-4 days that we were together on the host side, especially His Excellency Minister of Culture, who invite us there, I think he and his team are quite happy.
Yes, with the presence of His Excellency U Emien Ju and his Mrs. Dokin Suemien, as well as the Thai ambassador presented at the occasion. And then all of the participants are very much enthusiastic and very keen to learn as well as to exchange and to share knowledge each other. They have expressed that very much interested.
The point of the discussion, in your opinion, cultural and tourism between two countries, why we should benefit from exchanging idea together.
Yes, the title of the training is Preservation of Myanmar Culture, Heritage Sites and Tourism Related. Thailand has been very much in advance, very modern, and then with its experience, expertise, and also the speakers, they've been very much helpful in presenting what is tourism, what is culture, and how to preserve. So I think we can do a lot. We can cooperate, we can coordinate. So it's a good thing to be like that.
I'm so happy that Mr. Tan has seen this kind of exchange between both Thai sides and the Myanmar side, because on the Myanmar side there are many fine professors and government officials, especially in the Department of Fine Arts.
Yes.
ท่านผู้ชมครับวัฒนธรรมของไทยกับวัฒนธรรมของพม่าเนี่ยยังเป็นความภูมิใจของเรานะฮะเพียงแต่ประเทศของเราเนี่ยเปิดก่อนก็เลยได้รับรางวัลเป็น Heritage Site ของยูเนสโกพม่าช่วงหลังๆนี่ก็กำลังจะขอรางวัลจากยูเนสโก so you are planning to submit the receiving the UNESCO cultural heritage like the one in Thailand, right?
Yes, we are planning and
at least 3 or 4 of
yes,
them.
3 or 4
Pakan,
sites.
Pakan, maybe Shvedekong,
Shvedekong Pagoda, and also other sites.
ครับคือท่านผู้ชมครับที่มันน่าสนใจก็คือตัวผมเองไปร่วมด้วยเกือบทุกวันเนี่ยวันแรกผมก็เลยได้พูดถึงนอกจากเรื่องท่องเที่ยวเรื่องวัฒนธรรมแล้วก็เลยได้พูดถึงความสำคัญของ leadership กับเรื่องทุนมนุษย์ You have listened to me my speech on
Yes.
leadership and human capital.
Yes.
Is human capital important in Myanmar?
Yes, human capital, human resource development is very much in need to understand as well as to modernize.
Okay.
And with this aim, we
Two
can
countries can work together.
we can work out together in cooperation and coordination, exchanging knowledge and experience.
And I like to say that the government of Myanmar is very kind to not only welcoming us, they look after us. Not only in the seminar, we have so many functions.
Yes.
Together, we went to see the museum. Together, we went to
University
see
of Fine
Shvedekong.
Arts, University of Fine Arts and Culture.
So this sort of people-to-people diplomacy
Yes.
is so important, and with the support of EGAT-I,
Right.
I want to thank them very much. ท่านผู้ชมครับตัวอย่างอันนี้เนี่ยท่านก็เห็นในสกู๊ปแล้วนะฮะผมไม่ได้เป็นรัฐบาลนะฮะผมเป็นแค่นักวิชาการคนหนึ่งแต่มูลนิธิอันนี้ก็ตั้งโดยมติครม.แล้วหน้าที่ของเราคือสร้างความสัมพันธ์ so you think the kind of relationship like this which is basically academic and non-government, but yet government of Myanmar welcoming us. Is that something very useful?
This sort of approach is very useful and very effective, so that we should have more cooperation and coordination on this sort of activities.
Time is short. What are the future cooperation that you think we can do together?
Yes. Thailand and Myanmar has a long bordering line. We can do all kinds of construction, agricultural, educational exchanges. Many things can be done, and I think for the near future, we can do a lot in cooperation.
Including logistics, transport.
Correct.
Mr. Tan has arranged for me to visit your friend,
Yes.
who is the Deputy Minister of Transport.
Right.
I promised him that I will invite him back to observe situation in Thailand.
Before I left, I talked with him, and he is willing to come over to Thailand and also to inform to the ambassador, the Myanmar ambassador in Thailand, as well as to proceed to the foreign ministry so that he can come and enjoy and exchange.
I will look after him because we have several students of mine who's in the aviation business.
Very pleased to know that.
Thank you very much. I hope you will continue to advise the foundation, and they have small book for you to read. Thank you.